always have to change the stream.
All
The
right,
stream.
this is the one. This is the one. The chat popped up. All right, guys, I was live in another stream key. So like, if you go on my channel right now, there's gonna be like a 1 minute live stream that just happened, and I didn't even realize it. That's my bad, guys. That's what just happened. There was like 8 people in there. I'm like, I'm live, but I don't see. I have it pulled up on YouTube, and it's not live there. That was
Uh,
why. What's
yeah,
up,
because
guys?
you had a huge amount of comments here. Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, guys? How y'all doing? That's my bad. I gave everybody a shout on the last one, but it doesn't matter because you guys are here. Joseph Balby, Logan, Jaden, Nate, Crimson, Joe Yato, Edward Chan, Jay Berman, Nathan Poland, Sugar Tots, Max Webster, Justin Hubner, everybody in here. Welcome in, guys. Thank you for tuning in. My bad. I completely went live on the the completely wrong stream key. What's up,
I
Candy?
almost
How you
shared
doing?
that stream too. I almost shared that stream too, guys. As soon as we went live, I took the link and I put it on Twitter. And good thing I didn't hit enter yet.
It
But
be
I'm
like
doing
that, man.
good, man. I'm doing good, man. Uh, things are starting to heat up a little bit in the off-season world when it comes to NFL, NBA. There's some huge news today,
Yeah.
but things are wrapping up. College football just finished their season. The playoffs are going to resume again this weekend, and yeah, it's looking good for the sports world right now.
It's pretty exciting. I mean, well, in terms of Giants news, it's kind of a blessing in disguise, I guess, that we haven't really had anything big happen yet because
Yeah,
the football
besides
season is
Jason
still,
Garrett,
yeah.
if we
What is
can get
happening with
Jason Garrett.
Jason Garrett?
Yeah, I'm saying they said it's not a good that it's a good thing that we haven't really been in the spotlight right now. But if Jason Garrett were to go, I mean, I'll be okay. I'll be okay with that.
I mean, literally the only team we've heard him connected to, at least officially, was the Chargers. I mean, I saw a fan saying, "Yo, what if he goes to the Jets?" as a joke. I don't know if that actually has any type of truth to it, but it's literally just been
That'd
the
be
Chargers.
hilarious. I don't know what I don't know if this is a troll, but I think somebody said before that the Eagles were interested in Gase, and Jesus, oh my God, please make that happen. Please make that happen.
Adam Gase as a head coach, not like an offensive guy.
Head coach. Yes, I would love Adam Gase as a head coach.
If
Failed
Adam
in Miami,
Gase
failed in New York, and going to Philadelphia. I would love that.
if Adam Gase goes to Philadelphia, guys, I will be happy because I wanted them to keep Doug Peterson. I wanted them to keep Doug Peterson so bad.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, it's
Yeah.
still pretty bad over there because they fired Doug, but they kept Howie, who is their quote unquote cap genius, and he's
I,
gonna have
and
no way to figure that out.
Philly fans are pissed about it, and I'm here for it, man, all the way. Great job, Jeffrey Lurie. You really know how to screw a franchise up, and I'm all for it, man.
Oh,
Screw
Philly
Philly.
fans are angry. Just a couple
Oh,
months ago,
Philly fans
they were
hate it.
telling us, "Hey, yo, Howie's the guy. He's gonna get us out this cap situation." Now they're angry.
Yeah, Philly fans hate it. They hate that. I'm seeing. I don't know if you guys know that old Philly YouTuber Archfiend. He's been around for forever. He hates it. Lord Brunson hates it. Everybody hates
Oh,
that not
we
only that
got
they.
Pest in the
Oh,
building.
what's up, Pest?
Let me add him in here. Pest, what's up, bro? How you doing?
Yo,
Yo, what's going on? What's going on? How you guys doing?
We
what's
doing good,
up,
man. And look at him.
man?
He's right above the muscles of the young guns because Pest is the muscle on the show right now.
What
Yo,
up,
y'all
Pest?
see it? Y'all see it? Listen, I've been hitting the gym a little bit, so I can say like this for a while if you guys like. Hold on, let me get
Trying to be a third gun.
move that. We can lift them up and let you guys can see the actual guns. Yeah, okay.
Look, there it is, man. Defensive lineman build right there.
Hold on a second. Hold on. I'm all messed up. I'm all messed up. Hold on a second. All right. You guys got me in here going crazy. Okay, here we go.
Are
We
you
back.
good now?
Yeah, we back.
We were just talking about what if the the Eagles hire Adam Gase because a report came out saying that they're looking to hire Adam Gase.
I love it. Let's do it. Let's do it right now. Let's
That's
do it.
wrong.
Let's do that right now. This very second. Let's go ahead and do that. You know what? That's a genius move, man. That could be the move
Of the entire offseason.
that could be the move that sets the Eagles up for sustained success for years to come. You know what? They can bring Jason Garrett over as the offensive coordinator, right? Man, dangerous. Just dangerous.
No, yeah, I got you. I saw the spam post. It said Gase to the Eagles, Garrett to the Jets, and I was like,
Oh, that would be amazing.
that is sweet. That is music to my ears.
I'll take it. Let's do that.
A shout out
Let's
to
do
everybody
that.
that's tuning in just now. Nerd Cage live. I saw Sunday in here. What's up, Sunday?
Hi, Sunday.
Simon Z Sus PTA, who very suspiciously appeared as soon as PTA appeared. Sus PTA came up. New Jersey Jake Bradley, aka Andrew Thomas, best tackle in the league. What's up, everybody? Thank you for doing it in live Q&A. So get your questions in there. But like we were saying, it's been kind of a quiet week for the Giants here at PTA. And Jaden Dawkins with a $3 super chat. Thank you so much. That's going to pop up in OBS just now. He says, Pest looks like Juju. Uncle Corvette. The Pest, hold up. Look straight into the camera. Do you look like Juju a little bit?
He doesn't look like
I don't
Juju.
look nothing like that. I don't look nothing like Juju. Like nothing at all.
Because Jaden calls Diggy Logan Ryan Jr. and Darius Slayton Jr. So he's trying to give everybody a connection to a player.
No, that's the wrong guy. I don't look like none of those guys.
Nah. They can't do you like that, Pest. They can't do you like that. Not Juju.
That's terrible. That's how we're doing. That's how we're doing. That's terrible.
And I got a perfect question for everybody to get on right now. Simon Z asking, because this is Pest's favorite player, apparently. I learned from his stream just now. He says, how do you feel about Pitts for us being Plaxico 2.0?
Oh, we can talk about that.
I'm going to let Pest go first, then I'm going to get Kidblue in here.
Hey, yo. Why? I'm not on my stream. Don't curse. Don't curse, Pest. Just family friendly, right? Monetization. Okay. Why in the name of all that is holy would we bring Pitts here? Like for what?
That's
why would we?
That's what I said.
Someone make me understand why we would bring Pitts here. For what? We need wide receivers.
Thank you.
We need wide receivers. Someone make it make sense. Someone in the chat, because I can see the chat, right? Because I got the dual screen happening, so now I don't have to guess. I don't have to do guesswork on the chat. Someone in the chat, make it make sense. You know what's funny, Edward Chan? Because I can see you talking right now. They say the same thing about Evan Ingram, and he's a bum. He's a bum. I shouldn't be yelling right now because I've been talking for the last damn near 3 hours.
Calm your throat down.
Yell.
Yeah, let me dunk this alley oop that Pest is giving up, man.
God.
Let me hit the double team real quick. Listen, Kyle Pitts is a great player, but just not for the Giants. He does not have a fit for the Giants right now of what we need. I know a lot of people. Here's the thing. The Giants fans want a wide receiver. All season we want a wide receiver. And then Kyle Pitts, it seems like the guy that might fall to us at 11. And now people want to get Kyle Pitts. And people are saying he's a wide receiver playing tight end. I know Edward Chan just said that. My camera keeps going out of focus. I hate this thing so much. But Kyle Pitts is one, just like Evan Ingram, is a mismatch nightmare from my tight end point of view, not a wide receiver position, not a wide receiver. You know, he's not going to run those routes like wide receivers. He doesn't have the blazing speed like a wide receiver. So when people say they want Kyle Pitts but still want a wide receiver, you can't want Kyle Pitts. It doesn't make any sense. Now, if there was a case somehow, some way that all 3 wide receivers in that first round, although the big 3 are taken in the top 10, I don't see that happening. But if there was a case where that happens, I would consider Pitts. I don't think I would take him, but he would be on my draft board. I'm thinking about guys. I don't know if Patrick Surtain is going to be there, but I'm looking at guys like Kwity Paye. I'm looking at guys like Caleb Farley, who I did my film review on today, and I love that kid. You know, I'm looking at guys like that, and I would hope to God that we address wide receiver in free agency. If somehow, some way we have a disaster situation and those 3 wide receivers are gone, but. I'm totally with Pest on this one, man. You can't want Kyle Pitts. I don't know why you guys will. I get it. I also did film review on Kyle Pitts today. He's a good player. The guy's a better blocker than I anticipated at just 225 pounds, skinny frame. He looks like the Cam Brown of tight ends. You know, he's just skinny as hell, lanky, but he blocks very well. I mean, matches up on cornerbacks pretty well, lines up in the slot outside. But in the NFL, I can't see him being a constant threat. In college, I could see it, not in the NFL. And when have you ever seen a tight end actually be worth a top 10 pick or a top 15 pick? You know, you got guys like Eric Ebron that was taken 10th overall back in 2014. You have guys like TJ Hawkinson that was taken back in the 2019 draft. These guys are good. These guys are role players and they're good and if they fit their offenses, but they're not stars. Like Travis Kelce was drafted in what? the second, third round, or something
No,
like that.
wasn't Kelsey later than that?
Or later than that. George Kittle was the 5th round. I mean, you can get a tight end virtually anywhere. For crying out loud, we feel like Caleb Smith is Caden Smith is the better tight end that we have here. And he was a 6th round pick from the 49ers. So listen, I'm not a big tight end in the first round. You guys thought I wasn't a wide receiver in the first round guy. I'm not a tight end in the first round guy at all.
I was getting ready to say I find it really crazy, right? Because and Ligma, I see your comment about the 2 tight ends set. I don't care. I'm just being for real right now. I don't care because you know I see people and he posted it again like I really care. I don't. It's crazy to me, right? Because y'all want to kill Dave Gettleman for taking a wide
running
receiver.
back.
I mean, a running back. Y'all want to kill Dave Gettleman.
Oh, this is a great one. This is a great point right here.
But y'all cool with taking a tight end in the first round, like for
11th
real.
overall.
11th overall. You're going to kill Dave Gettleman for taking a running back 2, but you're okay with a tight end at 11? No.
And Pest, you know what's gonna be even worse? It's gonna run the same way as Saquon did. Because me and KB say all the time, I can't remember one person that was legitimately against the Saquon pick when the Saquon pick happened. There's not gonna be one person, if it happens in a crazy world, that would be against the Kyle Pitts pick if the Kyle Pitts pick happened. But then a year or 2 down the line, it could be like, damn, he really took a tight end at 11th overall.
That's ridiculous. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
It's crazy. Those fans that think that, like, I'm not gonna, no disrespect to you fans that want Kyle Pitts, but you guys at the end of the day won't be responsible if the team fails because the team drafted Kyle Pitts. You guys be like, oh my God, that was Dave Gettleman. He did that. He should have known. Right. And you guys are all pushing on Twitter. You guys think they're not seeing this? Carl Banks is all over Twitter. He's looking at all
Carl
the
Banks. Carl Banks been going wild on Twitter.
Carl Banks is being saucy on Twitter.
Yeah,
exactly, man. Yo, he's one of my favorite guys on Twitter. But
Carl, you know what surprises me? He knows us. He watches our stuff. Like he retweets a couple of our stuff every now and then.
I know, and same thing with like Empire Sports Media. He goes off on them a little bit. On my Talking Giants. But you know, those fans I think that are not responsible, and yet you guys are like pushing for it on Twitter, pushing for it on and this and that. You guys don't think that they're not seeing these. The scouts aren't seeing these. The scouts, we don't even know their names. All right, they're everyday people like you and me. So they're on Twitter. They're looking at what Giants fans are thinking. You know, they might probably favor a player because the Giants fans want him or whatever the case may be, you know?
Hell no, they're not.
Listen, I hope that they don't, bro.
We've seen teams in the past that in drafts feel like they only drafted because they only drafted the player because that's what the fans wanted. We've seen that in the past. I can't go back right now, but I know there are a lot of cases like that. But at the same time, man, I don't want that to be the reason why Dave Gettleman goes. It's because we drafted a tight end 11th overall. Because he'll be responsible. He'll get looked at. And then First Take will go off. I can't believe that Max Kellerman. I cannot believe Dave Gettleman drafted a running back in the first round in 2018 and a tight end in the first round in 2021. That would be his demise. So there's no way that should happen at all.
And shout out to Tudo. I'm going to replay real quick. Tudo Zori for the $5 super chat. He says, ciao, paisanos, Hub and KB. I always love the content and chat, guys. Here in Italy, we say, I'm going to butcher this so badly. I'm sorry, Tudo. Foge Abu Ed.
No. Essentially what he's saying is, forget about it.
Forget about it? Oh, I thought it was some Italian word.
Forget about it.
That's forget about it.
That's a little bilingual here. Yeah.
Oh, yo. Pest picked it up immediately. I was like, yo, I got to try and speak Italian right now, bro. But I love
Forget
Tudo,
about
man.
it.
Tudo's is like actually in Italy, and he stays tuned into his streams. I love that guy, man. And then Simon Z, continuing this Kyle Pitts thing, he with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Simon. He says he lines up anywhere, not just tight end. Get a free agent.
People. That's all they thought about when I said that, because I know that's what Edward Chan said the same thing, and then the super chat said the same thing. When I said he lines up everywhere, yes, he lines up everywhere in a college system against a college defense. You put Kyle Pitts on the outside constantly like he does in college. In the NFL, it's not going to be the same. Will he eventually be that good? Possibly, but I can't see the guy turning this guy into a wide receiver. Don't panic because Devontae Smith and Jamar Chase are off the board. Don't panic and draft Kyle Pitts and say, well, I want him to play wide receiver. He's a tight end.
You want Kyle Pitts. You want Kyle Pitts to line up opposite of a defensive back at the NFL level. That's what y'all want. That's what we're doing in 2021. We want to have a tight end line up against a NFL caliber defensive back. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I know. And you would think we would do it more with Evan Ingram.
And shout out to Max Webster. He was just on PTA's PTA Sports Talks Live. That was episode 25. He was just on there. Thank you for the $5 super chat. He says, sign and draft a wide receiver. Take a linebacker in the second round and offensive line depth in the back end of the draft. Pest, appreciate you having me on. Off-season talk is so controversial. Before you guys hop on this, that's kind of how I want the draft to go. Because the most underrated thing in there that a lot of people haven't really thought about is offensive line depth. I feel like people just kind of feel like offensive line depth is going to come out of nowhere. We're going to need to kind of stack up on that, whether it's signing a couple veterans in free agency or getting guys at the end of the at the end of the draft.
I like the idea of getting some more depth at the offensive line position, but I'm going to stick to the hill that I climbed up on for this draft. I want us to get a bunch of wide receivers.
How many? You got a number?
3.
We got 6 picks.
We only have 6 picks.
3. I don't care. I want like 3 wide receivers.
Pest, I'm gonna break it down for you.
What about we sign one? I could see 3 wide receivers if we don't sign one. But
okay, if we sign one, then we need to get 2, and it doesn't have to be like 2 early ones.
Okay,
we can get 1 early one and get 1 later on. I'm good with that. Okay. But we need wide receivers. Okay.
All right, Pest, I got you. Let's say that we don't sign one because you want us to pay Leonard Williams $20 million.
I don't want us to pay Leonard Williams $20 million. I just want to pay that man, okay? Don't put words in my mouth.
Hey, this was some that you came on last time you were here. You said 20 mil. Is that not
I did not say 20 mil. I said 18. I said 18.
Oh, you came down. Okay, that's right. You did
I
come
said
down
18.
You did come down. Okay, bet.
I said 18.
So pay that man. You want us to pay that man. And also, in general, we all want the defense to stick together. I don't know if that means we got money for a wide receiver, right? So if you want us to draft 3, so then our draft is going to look like 3 wide receivers, and then a linebacker, a corner, and who's going to be that 6th pick?
Okay, 3 wide receivers, a linebacker. I don't care about a corner. 3 wide receivers, a linebacker, and a couple offensive linemen. I'm good.
Okay. Linebacker and 2 offensive linemen.
Because Nate and Max both like I already forgot this kid's name. Nate and Max, hold on, let me pull it up over here so I can tell you exactly what his name is. They like they like Chaz Surratt. So we get if we can get a wide receiver first round, right? If one falls to us, if not, then I don't know, we figure something else out. So we get a wide receiver first round. They said that Chaz is a steal in the second round. We get him second round. Maybe we grab another offensive lineman with our next draft pick, and then we go wide receiver, offensive lineman. We get the hell out of there. I'm walking away from that draft, and I'm like, depending upon who we get, I'm like, I can dig it. We got some wide receivers. We got a linebacker that everybody is saying is the truth. Okay, cool. Hopefully by then I've watched some film on these guys, and I can tell you if I like them or not. But I walk away from that draft being like, okay, cool. All right,
KB, before you respond to him, I gotta ask, why don't you want to get a corner? What makes you think we not get a corner in the draft then?
Me?
Yeah.
Because I think our defense, if we keep everyone here, if we were able to keep everyone here, we don't need no more corners. Okay, Max and I talked about this, and we said, listen, we got Julian Love, we got Bradbury, we got Darnay Holmes, we got Xavier McKinney, we got Logan Ryan, and we got Jabril Peppers. Okay, that's a good ass combination of defensive backs on this team. I don't think we need anyone else right now. I think we can make it work with that group. And to be fair, to be all the way fair, right? If you look at this season that just passed, okay, if our offense was a little bit better, we would have easily won 3 to 4 more games. Our defense did its job.
You're right.
Our defense did its job.
Overload that offense this year.
If we can keep this defense where it's at and get better on offense, we win 3 to 4 more games next season.
The thing is, Pest, I could argue the same thing for the linebacking core. Last year, we stacked up on the linebacking core. We have more bodies back there than any other position right now. And I see where you're coming from, but I feel like you could go either way, linebacker or second cornerback, because you could say the same thing for guys that performed really well, like Tay Crowder.
Yeah, what are we doing? So now what are we doing with these five guys that are potentially, and I'm not saying like top end starters, but they're all starters.
Which five guys?
I think that Bradbury and Julian Love as our corners. Right?
Okay, let's talk about who's the established stars as of right now. We know that Bradbury, obviously.
Bradbury is
we
established.
know Holmes is probably
Holmes
definitely
Holmes
right.
Is a slot guy.
Yeah, he's
Holmes
the slot.
Is a slot guy, straight up and down, no question.
Right now, we don't know who that second corner is right now. Although Julian Love in the last 2 games doesn't get nearly enough credit for how he looked at the second cornerback,
that number
right?
2 corner position.
And then you got your safeties. You know what I'm saying?
And
so who is filling in at that number 2? Are you trusting that Love just continues to develop then?
Yes.
And if anything, Yadam played well this season.
Yeah, Yadam can come in there and he can rotate in. And but see now you have Logan Ryan and Xavier McKinney that you can put over the top, and you can have Jabril Peppers cheat in a bit. You can have him come in and play a little bit of money backer. You can have him come down. And we can have some 3 safety sets where Jabril Peppers is playing low like a linebacker, but not quite like a linebacker.
And we've been doing that a lot this season. We played 3 safeties a lot.
Right.
Whenever you saw Julian Love on the field, we were playing 3 safety because there was no way Logan Ryan and Jabril were coming off the field. So if you saw Julian Love out there was 3 safeties on the field.
That's why I'm saying I don't think we need any defensive backs. If we don't get a linebacker because we continue to work on offense throughout this entire draft, I'm good with that if our defense is the same as it was this year, which is going to be a little bit difficult. I understand that, but Max and I talked about that as well. Hopefully the head honchos are sitting down with these players and explaining to them, listen, salary cap is low, okay? You're not going to get a bunch of money from anybody except a real desperate team.
Mm-hmm.
Stick with us, take a little less this year, and when the cap increases, we'll give you more because we have the room. If it wasn't for the fact of COVID that's lowering the salary cap, we wouldn't even be talking about this because the Giants would be able to go into the offseason with like $50 million.
Oh, and think about the Giants because the cap lowered down about, $35 million. So we would be in the green about $25 million this year if it wasn't for COVID, right? And think about it, we still made the moves that we need to make this year because we're so low on cap, like letting go of Kevin Zeitler or letting go of Nate Solder.
Yeah, man.
Think about it, we still did that, how much cap space we would have.
We'd have tons of cap. So it's like, hey, listen, guys, take a little less this year because the cap is low. We're going to take care of you when the cap goes back up. So that may be something that they may be able to do. And we can keep this defense together, right? And now we don't even have to think about defense because our defense was really good. Like, we can't sit here and pretend like our defense wasn't serviceable above average, okay? We would have won 3 to 4 more games if our offense was just better. We would have. Guaranteed.
I completely agree. Actually, all of our losses pretty much were because of the offense couldn't.
It was.
I mean, every single game. I'm talking all 16 games. This Giants team started off good on defense. Started off well on defense, playing well, sticking with them. You know, you look at games like the Arizona Cardinals game. That game got away from us. But what happened around like the first drive where Arizona went for it on 4th down and they didn't convert? Right? Was that Arizona? I think that was Arizona where we had a goal line stand at the beginning of the game. You know. Every single game, even the games we got blown out in, the Giants defense stuck with it in the beginning of the game, and it was because of the offense that they kept stalling, and they didn't have the time of possession. The defense was getting tired and worn out. Eventually, the defense gave up. So I agree with you there.
That's why I'm telling that's why I've been on the mission. Diggy's already on board. I need KB and Pest to hop on board. KB knows the mission I'm talking about. We have to go into Jamar Chase's Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram history and expose something that will get him canceled today so that he drops to the Giants at 11th overall. We need to
Listen,
find
man.
some dirt on him.
He's trying to
Man,
mess with people's bags right now.
We gotta play chess out here. Everybody,
We gotta
playing
play 40 chess, bro. We gotta Photoshop a picture of him, on that Laramie Tunsil picture, and that's
chess.
Jamar
Right.
Chase,
Stay
bro.
off the wheat.
That's Jamar Chase, and he drops to us at 11th overall, bro.
Y'all out here messing with people's bags, man. I don't know if I can get down with that, man.
I got you. Something a little less nefarious. We pull up to the NFL Combine, and we take, the spiky part of Jamar Chase's cleats off so that he runs, and he doesn't run that well. He doesn't go through he doesn't go through all the drills that well.
So you want us to illegally make our way into the combine?
Who said anything about illegally?
How we get in the combine, Kush?
That's something we could talk about off screen.
So
you want
us to illegally sneak into the combine and then commit larceny by stealing someone's spikes off their cleats. I am too black for this conversation right now. Okay, I am way too black.
Hey man, we're not stealing the cleats, okay? We're not stealing the spikes. We're borrowing them.
We're borrowing,
right?
bro. We're gonna give them back after the combine.
Give it
Listen.
back after.
Listen, man. I don't want no part. Hey, YouTube feds. Okay, I just wanted to.
FBI, NSA, FBI, CIA.
YouTube feds. I just wanted to be known that I have nothing to do with this plot. Okay, I want no parts of this.
I do want to ask though, Pest, who do you think is the number one receiver in the draft? Because me and KB, we do think it's Chase. And
I don't. So honestly, I don't know. I don't know, and the reason why I don't know is because I haven't watched enough. I don't watch enough college, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I have to play catch up and do a bunch of research on these players. And so like this is the reason why you're not going to get a lot of draft talk from me. You're not going to get a lot of prospect talk from me because I don't pay enough attention. Okay, this is why I'm going to cheat. And next week, Nate Talks Giants is going to come on
and he's going to do all of it. He's going to do all of it.
He's going to do all the work. I'm going to get all the credit because it's going to be on my channel.
He's going to sit with his wife watching TV, and Nate's going to be taking control of this.
He's going to be on my channel. I might not be there. You're right. I might not even be there. I may just hey, here you go. Boom. There you go. You talk. I'll be back, and I just won't come back.
Shout out to Jaden Dawkins for the $3 super chat. He says we're gonna make Chase run in his socks, and KB don't mess it up.
You're gonna Chase run it, and KB. Why are you saying KB don't mess it up?
Because you probably messed the plan up.
I'm speaking, man.
By the way, YouTube feds. I'm not saying I'm part of this.
Nah, you kind of gave yourself away when you say you're gonna mess the plan up.
You're an accomplice now. After what you just said,
yeah,
you're an accomplice.
I'm not. What I'm saying is that if anyone was going to mess up this plan that you guys are doing, that I have no part in,
sure.
It would probably be BBS. BBS would screw it up.
Look at ask what happened to Roy HD Gaming. That's my old gaming channel. I haven't posted on there in a while. I have to upgrade my capture card. That's why I haven't uploaded there.
And real quick, somebody mentioned this earlier. I think it might have been Bradley. Yes, there he is. Just today, I saw this on Twitter. Andrew Thomas actually got surgery today on one of his ankles. It's not quite clear how long that ankle has been. Yeah, it's not quite clear how long that ankle has been injured for. So, if it was all season, I heard all season. That means he's been playing on a bum ankle all season. Which means I was already high on this dude before. I was telling everybody, yo, he had a good season. Why are you all so down on him? Can you imagine what he does with 2 good ankles?
I hope 2 good ankles. I hope he does, man. Set that anchor right, man.
Bro, he's about to come back next year, and he's about to blow everybody out the water. People were so down on him. And to this day, I see tweets saying, oh, my God, we should have taken Becton. Oh, my God, we should have taken Wirfs. I'm like, yo, Thomas was the best tackle in college football, and he was the only true left tackle in college football. This makes so much sense if he was playing on a bum ankle all season.
I was saying that Thomas was the best tackle period in the draft before we got him, and I was saying that I wanted him because I love what I saw on his film. I love what I saw from the kid, and so now it makes sense, right? If his ankles, because someone said since training camp in the comments, if he's been messed up since training camp, it makes sense with how slow he started. Because his ankle's jacked up and he's trying to compensate for it, and maybe that's why because you notice that an edge rusher would like double move him, it would beat him all the time. But it's probably because he couldn't set his feet right because his ankle's jacked up. So like if we'll have to, I'm not going to sit here and say that with two ankles he's going to be the best tackle in football, right? But it's something to watch for next year. Let's see how well this kid plays with two good ankles. Because if he played if he played this well with one good ankle, boy, he's going to be real nice with two good ankles.
Yep.
Oh, KB, no, I thought KB was about to add on more because he was the other big Andrew Thomas dude on here.
Yeah, I'm a huge Thomas guy, man. Like Pest said, I'm not gonna say he's gonna be the best, but I certainly think he's gonna be a lot better. And it's unfortunate he had an ankle injury and had to get surgery, but it's a good thing for Giants fans because obviously we have not seen the best of Thomas. So
shout out to Max Webster for the $2 super chat. Thank you so much, man. He says Wills was the most pro ready. Thomas was the highest ceiling. That's one way to look at it. In my opinion,
I think it was the other way around.
Yeah,
I think it was the other way around.
I think it was the other way around. I think Thomas was the most pro ready, and Wills was probably the highest ceiling.
That's why a lot of these prospects just showed up out of nowhere because they had high ceilings. Tristan Wirfs, Jedrick Wills, of course, he's a Bama guy.
Thomas was always the safest pick at tackle.
Yeah, he was always because he always had the best technique. He was a guy that once you get him, whatever he showed up on film is what you were gonna get pretty much. So. Wirfs was a work in progress, and he wanted to be a good pick. Becton was obviously a work in progress, extremely raw guy. So I think this tackle class next year is going to be one of the better. This last year is going to be one of the better ones in the future, man, because all four of these guys seem pretty solid. Solid.
And in addition to him playing on one bad ankle, it just popped into my mind. I think some of us already forgot he was playing with one bad offensive line coach for about half of the season before he got switched out for a good offensive line coach. And even that took, a little bit of adjustment because you don't just adjust immediately. That's kind of impossible. So that hurt
my heart. That hurt my heart. Because I love Colombo. I was so happy that he was coming here. I love him. And for him to come here and it not to work out sucks, man. Because I really thought he was going to come here and he was going to be our savior as an offensive line coach. And he wasn't. It sucks.
He was one of my favorite position coaches that we brought in, man. Every time we were mentioning it, who was your favorite position coach? I would say, I think Mark Colombo is going to be the guy. And damn, I guess I was wrong.
I can't say Colombo was my favorite because my favorite was Coach Chaos, but
Spence,
Colombo was up there.
He's a likable guy.
I love Coach Chaos. Woo! I love Coach Spence. That's my guy because that's who I would be if I was in his position. I'd be
just screaming at everybody.
I would be a maniac if I was coaching. Like
he's a D-line guy.
When I coach football, I am a maniac out there, and that's who I would be. Is Coach Chaos. I love him.
Pest, you should definitely go into high school coaching or something, man. Or if you never go back into the semi-pros.
You know what? I would be all in on coaching high school football. Problem is that getting into these programs like this, you have to know someone that knows someone that knows someone that knows someone.
I was trying to do the same thing, trying to get into high school.
Real
football.
hard.
You got to start in the community level and start doing volunteer coaching and stuff. That's a boring.
Yeah. You got to do a lot. You got to do a lot of stuff to get into a high school program. You either had to have been really good at that high school when you went there and you played, or you have to like BBS said, man, you got to do a lot of volunteer coaching and you got to coach for free for a long time before you can get in. And I'd be down though. I would love to coach at the high school level and just, get kids prepared for college, and get kids prepared for the real world, because being a coach is more than X's and O's. It's about raising men. You know what I mean? It's so I would love to be involved in that kind of stuff, but I also don't know if how long I would last, because I'd be cursing kids out. I'd be cursing
even
kids
the freshmen,
out.
even the skinny, scrawny freshmen on the bench.
In front of their parents, I'd be cursing kids out. They'd be like, hey, Coach Pest can't be here no more. He gotta go. I'd be cursing kids out.
Somebody asked. Let me scroll back up and see who it was, asking, "Oh, it's Vized Edits, guys. Go over there. He's kind of getting his highlight channel, I guess you could say. Start
Oh
up. Go
yeah.
over there, check him
It's
out.
dope. It's
Yeah.
dope. Go check him out.
He says, should we trade down for Rashad Bateman? Now, Rashad Bateman, in my opinion, is probably like the fourth best wide receiver in this class after the big three, and that's not to say that Bateman's like bad. Like, he's a really good wide receiver. He is. I don't think he's making it past like 20, maybe 25 at the most. He's gonna go inside the top 25, I think, for sure. Should we trade down for him? This is what I've been saying about the draft for months now, and I'm gonna continue saying it, bro. I don't know, because it's a crapshoot. First of all, we don't even know the set picks over there yet. And then second of all, we don't know what those teams are thinking as of yet. Like, literally until about the combine, you don't really even have the slightest idea of what teams really want to do even in the first round. But that's just my take on it. What about you, KB?
I agree. I mean, as far as Rashawn Bateman goes, I would definitely have to see what the compensation was and how far we dropped down. If we can get, I don't know. I don't think we would get another first round pick, but if we can get another first round pick in that year, I'd probably do it. But I don't know. We would have to see about that. But I like Bateman as a kid, so.
Pest, any thoughts on it? If you do know him, if you don't, but it's just basically trading down for another wide receiver.
Max actually was talking about trading down on my channel, and I was asking him how far would he be willing to trade down.
Right.
Because I mean that's what it's going to depend. How far are we willing to trade down, and what package are we accepting to trade down? I mean, if we trade down and we get a good wide receiver, I wouldn't be mad about it. I don't think, especially if one of the big three is not there anymore, they all got taken. All right, let's move down. And let's grab one of these other wide receivers that we think could come in and play well. Why not? I wouldn't be against it.
What would you need in return, though? Because you're kind of, let's say, like, if you go from the 11th overall pick to maybe like the 20th or something, what would you need in return? That's a big drop.
Yo, we're talking about 9 picks.
I could pull up the draft.
So what's the farthest that you would go then, Pest?
I mean, so I'd be willing to. I'd be okay if we drop that far, but we're gonna need quite a bit of draft capital. Like we're gonna need. Obviously, we're trading first. I'm going to probably need maybe a second or a third and some future draft capital. Like I'm not gonna let you move up 9 spots for pennies, man. You're gonna have to give me some.
Because here's the thing, we're without a 4th round pick right now, right?
Right.
It's completely possible that we go into the draft with 6 picks like we have right now. I think this is gonna be the least amount of picks we've had in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if Gelman pulls something to try and get back that 4th round pick, because the past 2 years we were without 3rd round picks, and before the draft he found a way to get those 3rd round picks back to us. So I wouldn't be surprised if he finds a way to get a 4th rounder back to us.
So check it out. Here's the new NFL value chart is out. So the Giants have their 11th pick is worth 1,250 points. If we trade down with Chicago, say if they want a quarterback, their pick is only worth 850. So that's only about 400 points missing, and they could just give us a 2nd round pick, and that would equal that. So what would you guys think about if we went down to 20th and we picked up
the 20th and what else?
20th and an extra 2nd.
No, it still needs to be more for me.
Yeah, it's gotta be more. You're trying to move up 9 spots. It's got to be more.
Even when trading up, it needs to be more than what it's worth.
Look at 2019. Oh yeah, but that's what it's worth. I mean, that's what
I'm saying. It needs to be more than what it's worth.
That's the starting point of what it's worth.
The starting point,
That's
like when you trade. Yeah.
Let's look at the trade with when the Broncos moved down and was it the Steelers went up? That was from the 10th. Like I think it was like 11th. No, that was like from the 10th to the 20th. So it's 10 spots. I'm gonna look up that trade real quick.
Mm-hmm. And you said the Bears. Now that you mention it, that was completely random. But the Bears might be somebody that's looking for a quarterback anyway in this draft.
Wait a minute, but what quarterback are they getting? What quarterback are they getting at 11?
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones?
I fully expect Mac Jones to get at 11.
Jones, yeah.
And I will say, it's not like I looked at the quarterbacks because I had no reason to. But when I was looking at the Alabama-Ohio State game, I was like, you know what? I was impressed by him because I thought there was just hype because he was an Alabama quarterback, but he was making a lot of good decisions.
Are the Bears willing to trade up again to get a quarterback? Are they crazy enough to do
Oh yeah,
that?
because they did that with Trubisky, right?
That's what they did with Trubisky.
Yeah,
Are
are
they
they
crazy enough to do that again with
Okay, so,
the quarterback they traded up for the first time? Oh man.
so this was the compensation. It's almost exactly what I said, except they added another second round pick. They gave that 20th spot. They added another second round pick, and they also gave up a third round pick in in the 2020 draft. So they gave the first round pick. They swapped the firsts. They gave an extra second, and they gave an extra third, but in the next draft.
A first, a second, and a future third.
Mm-hmm.
That's the precedent.
I mean, I would take that as a team build. If we were still like in the beginning stages of building a team, I don't know if I would take that though.
I don't know if I'd do that right
Just
now.
because the Giants feel like they want to compete this season, and I feel like they should try to compete this season and next season. I think a rebuilding team would take that, like Denver was in that situation. You know, an extra third.
Right.
I don't think I would take that, and it's hard to get value when you're out of the top 10. It's hard to get if you look at the value chart, it drops. I mean, exponentially the value chart. I mean, I think the beginning. Let's look at it. The number one overall pick is worth 3,000 points. When you go to the top 10, it drops all the way to 1,300. I mean, that's a huge drop off. So Dallas has the 10th overall pick. That's 1,300 points. Giants and the Giants, it drops another 50 with 1,250. So it's a huge drop off. If we had a pick like Philly, or if we had a pick, Philly, even with Philly at 6 is only 1,600 points. So
Max Webster says PTA wants Mac Jones at 11.
Man, you know what, Max? You're about to be banned.
you
about to take a lap.
Not on my server.
You know who does want Mac Jones and still has him as his profile picture? Ligma. I don't know if Ligma's still in here.
Oh, yeah.
He's had Mac Jones as his profile picture since like November.
Think about the Giants go like something crazy happened. The Giants go from one Jones to another. They go to
Okay,
Mac.
first, don't even entertain it, bro. Take it back into your mouth.
BBS.
He walks on every.
Do me a favor. Say that one more time. Say that for me one more time.
Just imagine if the Giants move from one Jones to the next. Daniel Jones to back.
That's it. Thank you for showing up, Pest. It was good.
Every time, every stream, I gotta get Pest to walk off.
Pest. I'm disappointed that you didn't have a hat on because you usually do, and whenever that happens, you take your cap off because he's capping. But you did not have it this time.
I don't have a hat today. I'm letting the hair hang.
Out the cap.
Jeez, I can't believe that you would even put that into the universe, BBS.
Right? That's why I'm like, yo, take it back.
I think I just created something bad, bro.
I swear to God, if that happens, BBS, we're done. Okay, you and me, we're done.
Yeah, I'm just gonna retire. I'm just gonna hang up.
He's just gonna be like, all right. Kidblue's gonna be like, all right, I was the first person to suggest this, and it happened. Yeah, it's time for me to just leave the YouTube space.
We're done. I'll never speak. I'm unfollowing you on Twitter. I'm blocking you after I unfollow you. It's a wrap for us, BBS.
Real question though. What do you guys think about not saying for the Giants? I'm just talking about Mac Jones in general. Mac Jones, what do you think of him as a prospect compared to Daniel Jones? Do you feel like he's a better prospect than Daniel Jones was?
Real quick, let me get this super chat. Shout out to Max Webster, making Saquon pop up a lot tonight. $2 super chat. He says, Judd said Jones is the guy, never gave the first name.
Hell no. Oh, hell no. This is not what we about to do.
Yo, it's starting, bro. It's starting.
This is not what we about to do. Oh, hell no.
Yo, Max just suggested something, bro. Twitter people that hate Daniel Jones are going to run with it, bro. They're going to take it and run with it.
Man,
hell nah.
Damn, listen, that's some 400 IQ stuff right there, bro.
And shout out to Jaden Dawkins. I don't know why it didn't pop up yet for the $4 super chat. He says KB talking equals Pest retires from YouTube 100.
Yeah, like that's what it's, man. It's a wrap for me if we do that. It's a wrap. Yo, it's a wrap for me if we do that.
Yo, in the press conference after day one of the draft, Judge is gonna say the same thing. He said, "I did say Jones was our guy."
Yeah.
Hey, yo, I swear to God, I will delete my YouTube channel. I will delete my Twitch. Okay, I will delete everything. Twitter is gone. I'm just gonna go off the grid. All right. I'm going
For
off
how many
the grid,
years, bro? How many years?
Forever. I'm never coming back.
What if Mac
Never.
Jones? What if Mac Jones is the guy, the franchise?
Oh, yo,
I'm
you better
still
stop.
not
Yo,
coming
yo.
back.
Pest, you hear this? He's already convinced himself, bro.
Yo, I'm still not coming back. It's a wrap for me if
He's
this
already
happens.
convinced himself. It's clipped, bro. It's clipped.
Damn, man.
God,
Hating
this is
on
what
Mac
this
Jones.
this is what. So this
Mac
is what happened.
Jones. Who? Mac Jones.
What was that?
You don't know Mike Jones?
No, I'm sorry, I
Oh,
don't.
hell no, man. Oh,
3-0-1-3-0-8-0-0-4. Hit Mac Jones up for low because Mac Jones about to throw.
Yeah. So, Pest, I think it's time that you leave after that whole thing right there.
Hey, that's the Mac Jones song. This is ridiculous, man. I can't even believe that we're even entertaining this dumbass thought right now. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, y'all. This is what happens when I don't show up for a while. I pop up and we just start saying ridiculous stuff for no reason, man. And we spent like 10 minutes on this. That's the worst part.
it was just a thought. I'm just
Kid was like, yo, come on, man, chill out.
I'm just throwing up, see if it sticks.
I think it just fell right back down on our faces.
It fell down and it landed in my lap, and I don't like it because it smells bad.
I think a lot of the commenters have something to troll about in Pest streams now.
Yo, Yvette says,
Mac Jones, who? Mac Jones will be like, damn, man, here we go.
yo, Yvette says only a Dallas fan would convince Giants fans that Mac Jones would be a good fit.
He's right. He's right.
Plan.
Shout out to Jaden Dawkins for the next $3 super chat. It's gonna pop up here eventually. He says KB wants Mac Jones, just retire from YouTube, Pest.
Yeah, it's a wrap, man. We're done here. We are done here, man. I can't even believe. And I'm thinking about it happening now, and I'm just
No,
getting
wait,
angry.
why are you? Yo, get it out your head, bro. Get it out your head. Get it out your head. Yeah, I got the perfect thing. Pest,
Speaking it into existence, I'll blame you, Pest, for speaking.
I got
No,
the-
you started this, BBS.
You're thinking about it now. You're thinking about it.
Oh, it just makes me so angry.
What's on your hands?
It makes me so angry. It makes me so
I got the
mad.
perfect thing to take your mind off of it, bro.
What's that?
Let's talk Daniel Jones, bro. Listen, we just talked about Andrew Thomas playing on a bum ankle. Imagine the protection he's gonna have next year. And we talked about we need the offensive line depth. What do you think you gonna see from DJ coming this season? Because it's not like he's not gonna work hard. He's gonna work hard. We expect him to get some weapons. I think DJ is the guy. Pest, are you still kind of on the fence with him? And then KB, where are you with him?
I am still not on the Daniel Jones train. I'm just following the train from station to station, as I've been. I hope that year 3 is the year that he gets it together. Shut up, BBS. You shut up.
What Wolves said in the comments. I was like, what? That I just see.
Oh,
that,
I see it. I see it.
That was just so random.
Wolves is he's a weird boy. I tell you what. I love him, but he's a weird boy.
He's a weird boy.
And by the way, Xavier McKinney's bodyguard, yeah, apparently he's been playing on the bum ankle since like training camp. So that just tells you how good Andrew Thomas actually is.
Okay, so all right, so I hope that Daniel Jones it clicks in year 3, because I will say this: the second half of the season when he wasn't hurt, DJ looked good. I was not aware of that, and I really don't put a whole lot of solace into PFF. Mm-hmm. But per PFF, Daniel Jones is one of the most accurate deep ball throwers.
No, he was the most accurate.
It's the most accurate deep ball thrower. I wasn't aware of that because I still don't like his arm strength. That's what I hope. What I think is going to happen is that, for one, Jason Garrett's still going to be here, y'all. Sorry. He's ain't nobody hiring him right now.
Right, I know. We had a sliver of hope.
Ain't nobody hiring Jason Garrett right now. Stop it. It ain't happening. Unfortunate, because I don't want him here, but he gonna be here.
Yeah, you know what's Pest doesn't give himself enough credit. He was right about the defense from before, and he was like, "Oh, that's a coin flip." But he was also right about Garrett. He was never on the Jason Garrett train.
And
I didn't want him here.
I made a whole video about him last year.
Yeah, and let me get this Jaden Dawkins super chat. Thank you, Jaden, for the $2 super chat. He says next time, don't get KB on streams, and he's in Texas.
Yeah, he's not in Florida. He's secretly in Texas. He's been in Texas this whole time, right? the Giants pull up that he's wearing, right? The zip up he's wearing. It's
You turn it inside out, it's Dallas.
no. The Giants logo, it's Velcroed on. You rip that bad boy off, it's actually a Cowboys jacket. That's actually a Cowboys zip up. That's not really a Giants zip up. He's a fake fan. He's a fake fan. So yeah, I think that Daniel Jones is going to improve. I think that year 3 he will improve. I don't, but I still don't like believe in him.
Woo! Sorry.
Max Webster. Bro.
Wow.
Jesus. Thank you so much for the $50 super chat. Huge drop that much. Thank you so much, Max.
Nice.
He says, Pest, I was just playing. DJ is our guy. Hub and KB, y'all are my guys. Appreciate the content. Looking to start a YouTube of my own here soon. Hopefully we can link up, bump opinions off each other. Love y'all content. Let's go, Big Blue. Let's do it, baby.
Yo, Max killed it on my channel tonight, y'all.
I
so when he starts his channel, y'all need to subscribe to him.
Max, you guys go back and look at Pest stream. He has a silky smooth voice. It's a very calming voice when he was speaking.
It is very common when he speaks.
Thank you so much,
Max. He's the opposite of me.
The yin and yang.
I'm gonna let that stay up there for a bit. Pest, I'm sorry, your face. That deserves to be up there for a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, listen, they don't want to look at my face. They just want to hear me. They want to hear me yell. They want to hear me yell. That's my thing. Is I yell. Yeah. I mean, I think that Daniel Jones will be. He'll get better. He'll improve. But I can't sit here and say I think he's the guy. I can't sit here and say that I believe in him. I miss having a quarterback that I wholeheartedly believe in. I miss yelling, "I believe in you, Eli." Like I miss yelling that. I want to be able to say that about
Eli.
Yeah, I want to be able to say that about Daniel. I want to yell at Daniel and tell him that I believe in him as he goes on the field, on an important drive. But I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. So I don't know. We'll see.
And shout out to Jaden Dawkins. Thank you so much, man.
In the bag today, bro.
Facts. Jaden got his payday today, bro. $50
he got that stimmy. He got that stimmy.
Jaden out here spending his second stimmy on YouTube. Nah, I'll take it though. Thank you so much, Jaden. $15. He says Pest and KB in the ring soon. Get y'all tickets. It's going down. And Mac Jones, who?
Damn, man, I ain't gonna last in the ring, man.
Nah, I think you got the agility on him.
I gotta try to run circles around, try to get Pest tired, bro.
Listen, listen. I'm not chasing your ass around the ring, so I gotta haymaker your ass. I just gotta get it over quick. I'm not chasing you, okay?
I got the top and lead, man.
Matter of fact, I'm going to stand in one spot the entire time, and I'm just gonna wait. Like, come on. I no footwork. No, nothing. Just come on. Wow.
Nah, Pest, you just gave him the way, though. You told him you can't run around. That's all he needs to do.
In fact, you got me messed up. You think I'm gonna make the first hit, man? I ain't doing that, man.
I'm not chasing you. So we gonna be standing there looking at each other for about 15 minutes.
and the Mac Jones, who's gonna be playing in the background the entire
time. Oh yeah, they're gonna try to ramp it up. Mac Jones.
Okay, that'll make me charge you. As they start chanting Mac Jones, I would be like, ah!
And then I'm pretty sure KB's on the same thing with DJ. I think we all are. It's kind of a make or break year for him.
Oh yeah, this is it. If Daniel Jones doesn't make something happen this year, then we're gonna be talking about who the next quarterback is, like straight up.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I don't even know what the quarterback class is next year. I have no idea. But you guys know me. I was a huge Daniel Jones apologist. I've learned to back down on that a little bit and kind of calm it down and kind of see it for what it is. But freaking Wolves got me messed up with the damn comment. But as far as Daniel Jones goes, man. I like Pest said, he's not on the Daniel Jones train. He's just stopping at every station, see where it goes, man. I like that analogy, man. Same thing of how I'm feeling about Daniel Jones. I really want to believe he's the guy. Of course, you don't want to see a 6th overall pick being wasted and then having to spend another possible high draft pick on a quarterback and seeing if he's the future. Then and just keep going on that what seems to be an endless cycle. So I really want Daniel Jones to shape up. And I think he can, man. Like the whole Josh Allen analogy. Listen, I know Josh Allen was a good prospect coming out of college. I honestly think him and Daniel Jones were on the same level, except the arm strength. I think Josh Allen always had a amazing arm. Daniel Jones, not so much, but I think as a prospect, I think they were around the same thing coming into the NFL. And you see what Josh Allen was like I said,
Bro, his first 2 years, he was the worst quarterback, and it's not exaggeration. This is a fact. He was the worst quarterback when it came to completion percentage in his first 2 years, 2018, 2019.
Like I was saying,
This year, he's one of the best, like top 5.
Like I said, what did we honestly think of Josh Allen coming into the season? He's all right. He's all right.
Yeah.
He's all right. You know, same thing with Daniel Jones. He's all right, but he fumbles, you know? So same thing with Daniel Jones. What if this season we surround him? Let's get Daniel Jones his Stephon Diggs, right? And Darius Slayton should be it should be a Gabriel Davis for Daniel Jones.
Was it you that tweeted that? You were like, that's what you wanted Darius Slayton to be?
Yeah, because Darius Slayton had a lot of upside, even though he was a 5th-round pick. Gabriel Davis was an undrafted guy. All right, I think he was undrafted. And he's showing out. He's being that deep threat for Buffalo. That's exactly what we wanted from Darius Slayton. If Darius Slayton can do that, we get a guy. Maybe we get an Allen Robinson, or maybe we go in the draft to get a Devontae Smith, or Jamar Chase, or Jalen Waddle. Right? Let's get Daniel Jones that guy, and I guarantee you, Daniel Jones will be a lot better.
And I gotta ask you right off the bat. You said get him to Stephon Diggs, and this is kind of gonna.
Wait! I'm sorry. Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Hello, Sabrina.
Hi, Sabrina.
I just saw her comment. I'm like, all right, I know where he's going. Hello, Sabrina. But yeah, I was gonna say he said get him to Stephon Diggs. This is gonna be a topic until it either happens or it doesn't. Does that mean? Do you think we should sign a wide receiver instead of drafting one first round? Because obviously you got the two biggest options right now are Galladay and A-Rob. Of course, the best one to go for would be A-Rob, but you're talking about a $20 million contract. Not that he doesn't deserve it. And then with Kenny Galladay fits exactly what we need. It's just that you're concerned with his injuries, but don't forget he fits exactly what we need. So I'm gonna start with Pest. Would you prefer to sign a wide receiver so that we immediately get somebody that we know is a proven commodity, or would you prefer to take the first round guy?
So my question to your question is, have we signed Leonard and or Tomlinson?
That's a good question to my question.
Just say yeah, because I think we'll sign at least one of them.
Yeah, we signed at least one of them. I don't know which one. How about that? We signed one of them.
Well, because it does depend, especially if Tomlinson is willing to take a bit of a discount, that gives us more cap.
Let's say that we work out a way, because there's a way we could work out. I put out a very short video on it, and Tana made a video on it as well. We could technically get like anywhere from $40 to $50 million in a cap still by making a bunch of cuts. And I do mean a bunch of cuts. So if we do that, and that means we get both of them back, and that leaves space for maybe one big free agent, and then like that's it, just role players after that.
So let's say we have that 50, right? Let's say we figure out a way to get that 50. We make those cuts that we need. We've got Leonard. We've got Tomlinson. I'm cool with going and getting a legit number one wide receiver in free agency. I'm okay with that. I still want to draft one.
What I'm asking is, if we sign him, do you go for the draft in the first round still, or do you just take one in the second?
I sign a mofo in the first round. I got two studs with Darius Slayton to come in, and I got Shep in the slot. We Gucci, man. Our wide receiver room suddenly turns into a bunch of question marks. We go from being a bunch of question marks into just being monsters.
With Saquon Barkley in the backfield.
And maybe we don't have to rely so much on Evan Ingram. So the three targets he gets a game. No, because maybe he's gone, but maybe he's not. But if he's here, the 3 targets he gets a game, he catches those mofos. We don't rely so heavily on his dumbass, and he catches those 3 targets a game. Like that. I'm just saying. I want us to go and become some monsters, because we have an opportunity to do that if everything goes correctly.
I agree. Here's my philosophy on this. If the Giants were to find out and create cap space, enough cap space, I'm all for signing A-Rob, man. I want A-Rob. That's if we have enough cap space. Because remember, if we get rid of Kevin Zeitler, I'm not comfortable having Lemieux out there. I want another guard, just cheaper. So of course we have to find a way to sign, Dalvin and or Leo. But I'm all in for Allen Robinson. Now, when it comes to the draft, say we already have Allen Robinson, right? Doesn't matter what the contract it is. Let's just say we have Allen Robinson. If we somehow, if Devontae Smith and Jamar Chase goes down to 11, I'm taking the either or. I'm taking Devontae Smith or Jamar Chase. But check this out. If it's just Jalen Waddle and Kyle Pitts and guys like that, I like Waddle. I just don't think we need another slot receiver. I don't think I'll use another first round pick on a wide receiver. I'll go somewhere else. Like if we say if we decide to keep Dalvin instead of Leo, I'll go Kwity Paye, or I'll go Caleb Farley, that corner I like. You have other options, but it's a deal breaker. I don't care if I have Allen Robinson already. If Devontae Smith and Jamar Chase is there, I'm going one of those guys.
Imagine if we had those two on the outside. Imagine if we had those two on the boundary.
Now I would not be mad. I mean, I would, be sort of, of course it's debatable, but I'm sorry, I can't. Even if I sign a wide receiver, I'm not missing out on Devontae Smith. I can't. But like I said, if we already have a wide receiver, I know everybody wants a wide receiver in the first round, but if we already have an Allen Robinson, I'm okay with dropping down second, third round, getting a wide receiver. We already have our number one guy. So I'm okay with that. But, like I said, you just can't miss out on Devontae Smith and Jamar Chase. I'm just not doing
Right. Hey, I'll be right back, gents.
All right.
Oh, he's saying he'd be right back. I just got the question for him because shout out to Calvin, and resident Arizona Cardinals fan. Thank you, Calvin. Also, remember, he says, when it comes to past drafts and free agency, were decisions always made by Gettleman? If so, do you think Judge will have a seat at the table in 2021? Well, I would say, yeah, most of the decisions were made by Gettleman, but I think it's always been a collaborative thing. I don't think it's been like a dictatorship. Some fans think it's been always 100% Gettleman all the way. I'm like, nah. Like Pat Shurmur definitely had a say in the players that he wanted to bring onto his team, which was at the time Pat Shurmur's team. I do think that Joe Judge gets a say and maybe a bigger one, this season. But I think it's still going to be mostly Gettleman. That's not to say Judge doesn't have a say. I don't know, if I had to put a percentage on it, maybe like 70-30, but that's me.
Yeah, I would definitely think Judge because going back, that was Calvin's question, right?
Mm-hmm.
He said Judge have a seat at the table at 2020. I would say so, just because I think he earned a lot of respect in 2020. So I feel like whatever power he had in 2020, they're gonna give him more of that in 2021. Whether it's actually doing more with Dave Gettleman in free agency in the draft and him putting his input on not exactly his demand of what he wants, but putting his input of what he would like to see on the team. I think Judge would have more of a say in that because I think he honestly did earn a lot of respect last season. So, yeah.
Yeah. So the question, let me get PTA put on his headphones. The question was, do you think that past drafts and free agencies were all Gettleman, and then basically how much control do you think Judge gets this free agency and draft?
No, I did a video. I did a video about that a few weeks back where I said I have a feeling that this entire time Dave Gettleman has been working with his coaching staff in terms of
it has to be collaborative.
Just look. Okay, let's just. And I'm not going to go over every draft pick, but let's just look at some of the things that we did.
Shout out to Max Webster. He became a member of the channel. Thank you so much, Max.
Hey. Good stuff, Max. So let's just look at some of the moves that were made. Okay, I think Saquon was Dave Gettleman without question. Okay, I think that was Dave Gettleman.
Oh yeah, CMC was him. It was in the past too.
Yeah. Saquon was 100% on Dave Gettleman. I think it was the wrong move, but I'm not angry at it. Okay. Like some people are. Like there's some people who are so angry at this move that I question their sanity.
With some people, that is the first thing people mention when they want to fire Dave Gettleman. They always mention the Saquon thing.
Yeah, and it's there's
other things you could point to, but I mean, whatever.
There were way worse. There were way worse moves than Saquon that I would say that's probably fireable right there. Like way worse moves. DeAndre Baker is more fireable of an offense,
and that's not even something that's on Dave Gettleman.
And that's not even necessarily on Dave Gettleman, but that's more of a fireable offense than Saquon Barkley. At least Saquon Barkley is good, okay? Like at least Saquon's really good. Do you take a running back with number 2 overall? No, but at least Saquon's really damn good.
By the way, no problem, Sabrina. You earned a wrench, man. No problem. And Deron Osmond brings up a good point here. He's like, think about this. If it wasn't Saquon, it probably would have been Sam Darnold at that number 2 overall pick.
I would have hated it. I wanted Quentin Nelson. I will continue to say that.
That's exactly what I would have said. Although Pest, in hindsight, I agree with you, Pest. It should have been Quentin Nelson. But if you look at it at the point in time,
at 2018, if we take ourselves back,
I love Quentin Nelson. I'm not. There's no way the Giants take Quentin Nelson at number 2.
Listen. I'm looking at it like this. We're still trying to keep Eli upright.
Freaking Cameron.
We want to win with Eli. Get him a guy that's going to give him some time. So you take the best guard prospect in a long ass time. That's who I'm getting. I'm getting linemen for my quarterback because I need him to be upright, and our offensive line stinks. Right. Okay, that's what I'm doing there. But then we look, okay, Daniel Jones. Shermer wanted Daniel Jones, not Dave Gettleman. Dave Gettleman wasn't even checking for Daniel Jones, and then Shermer said, "Hey, look at this kid. This kid's great." Dave Gettleman looks at him and goes, "Oh snap, he is great." You look at, because again, I don't want to go player by player, but you look at the way these drafts panned out. These were players that his coaches probably want. Now, and I'm not going to say no names, right? But you have some people who say, well, Dave Gettleman should say no if he doesn't think. That's not what you do if you're the general manager. You do what your coaches want. Like, this is what you guys want. I'm going to buy your groceries for you. You don't like tomatoes? I'm not buying tomatoes. Like, that's what the GM is supposed to do.
Yeah, I can see that.
Can the GM say to the coach, hey, this guy is ass juice, and I don't want him? Sure, the GM can say that. But if he always does that, then the coaches ain't going to want to work for the GM. They're going to be like, screw this guy. He's forcing me to take players.
Because here's the thing, Pest. People think this. People think that it's just Dave Gettleman in that draft room. He's by himself. He's got a couple scouts around him, and the coaches are watching the draft at home.
Yeah, or the coaches they're just on the couch.
Who are they gonna take?
Watching Dave Gettleman, like what's gonna happen, bro?
Yeah, that's not how it works.
That's not how it works.
The coaches sit down with the scouts, and the scouts sit down with the GM, and they all sit down together in a draft room, and they go over who they like. You don't think that Dave Gettleman isn't swayed here and there by coaches about players? Of course he is. And then when he makes it, and by the way, when he makes his final decision, he's got 20 people in that damn draft room. Okay, this is a decision that they all have to, at least, I would say, in a majority sense, sign off on. It's not just Dave
Gettleman. Especially your first rounder, man. Come on now, your first rounder is probably like everybody has to sign off on. I want to get the super chat real quick. Shout out, and those of you that watch the Boondocks knows what's up with this name. This is a cool name. Shout out to a pimp named Slickback. Donated $5 through super chat. He says Houston is cursed for what they did in 2017. Yes, and they deserve it.
Oh yeah.
What the Astros did in 2017, I will never forgive. The Yankees were supposed to get a championship. Supposed to get the World Series that year. Anyway, he says Harden left them. Watson will leave them. Astro cursed that city for 20 years.
Man, that's crazy.
They curse.
And freaking Harden comes to New York.
You know what's crazy? I tweeted out to him, I'm like, it didn't even take 24 hours for the speculation. It wasn't even rumors. It was speculation to become reality. Because after Harden in last night's press conference was like, I did everything I could for this city. I don't think it's a fixable situation. People start speculating. They're like, all right, where could he go? The Nets would be a good fit. And then all of a sudden, like less than 24 hours later, is the Nets.
And they knew he was being traded. I mean, everybody knew he was being traded because he said, I don't think it's a situation that we could fix. Mm-hmm. That's something like, you're out the door.
I'm out of here, y'all.
Yeah, you don't say that if you're still with the team. But here's what is the whole beef going on? Like before James Harden came to the Nets, I heard there was like a beef going on with Kyrie and James Harden. What is that all about?
There was? I have no idea.
Everybody's talking about when Kyrie, because I was seeing memes about it before, but now that the trade happened, it said Kyrie in practice with Harden out here like doing like 1v1s and stuff like that.
I don't know if there was beef, but I know there was jokes before the trade happened, like they were going blow for blow with each other, basically doing stupid stuff like Like, and we could get into this if you guys are willing to. Like Kyrie, he took off from basketball, but told his teammates that it's a family situation. Did not inform the coach or anybody, of that higher level, general manager or owner. He just dipped. Said it was personal reasons. He went to celebrate his sister's birthday party. Broke and I almost said NFL, NBA COVID rules and whatnot, which is obviously a big no-no because the NBA did a pretty good job of containing, like I think the best job out of any league containing that situation. And then he's also seen in a Zoom meeting, instead of like being in practice and playing the game. So like, and that's kind of the whole thing. If you guys want to get into it, well, do you? Before I go any further,
I'm not knowledgeable enough of basketball to even have this conversation. I'm just gonna throw that out.
Okay.
Me as well, but I mean, I do know a little bit what the situation is going on, but I mean, it's like I get what Kyrie's doing, and of course, it's all personal stuff, and that's something he wants to pursue. All the power to him.
It's also,
but you can't be like that to your teammates, your
Exactly.
coaches, and then at the end of the day, take your $30 million and go home. You can't do that, bro. It's just
it's a job.
Just
Like, and I said this on Twitter too. He's also trying to get more and more involved in the community. And one thing about Kyrie, as much as I clown on him, because I think he kind of like puts himself out there as a clown sometimes, but he does great charitable work in the community and loves to give back. And he's trying to get involved in the social justice stuff. And I'm like, if that is important to you, do it.
Right.
However, there is a way to do that and still play basketball and still do your job.
You gotta show up to work, but you got
LeBron James, for example, does it all the time.
Yeah.
Many superstars do it. They do their job and they get involved in the community. If Kyrie thinks that it's so, such a big responsibility that he can't show up to work, then this might sound harsh, but then leave the team, retire.
Right.
Ask to go to a team where
that.
they take it, a bit less seriously because you're not letting anybody know. He let his teammates know. He didn't let his coach or anybody else know. The coach had to find out through his teammates.
Wow.
That he was missing the game in practices.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy, and I don't know what the deal is with that, man. It sounds kind of selfish, and it almost makes me not want, because I'm a Nets fan. Okay, I've been a Nets fan since they've been in Jersey. And though I don't pay enough attention to basketball, I still want my team to win it all. And the fact of the matter is that that's why they brought y'all here. They brought you here so we can try to win it all. We have a short window to do it, okay? Because these super teams don't last very long.
Right.
This is an opportunity for this team to go and win a championship. Either you're in or you're out. And if you're out, then deuces. Like that's my take on it.
And to kind of get back to the NFL a little bit, what do you think about the Deshaun Watson situation? There's actually people on both sides. There's people on Watson's side and then people on the team side saying that Watson quit on the team. How do you guys feel about that?
I cannot see how anybody could be on Houston's side on this.
No,
it makes no sense. You're talking about, if this stems all back to, I'm guessing even before this happened, but DeAndre Hopkins situation, DeAndre Hopkins and Deshaun Watson are boys, they're tight. And
I mean, that's his number one, bro. That's his number one receiver.
Deshaun Watson, their superstar quarterback, arguably a top 5 dude coming up, right? Is informed that his boy DeAndre Hopkins is traded through Twitter, like everybody else. Like ownership didn't contact him. Hey, we're trading your boy and your number 1 wide receiver. They got you throw to all the time. We're trading him.
And then he also found out through Twitter who their new GM was. They didn't consult him at all who his new GM was going to be.
He felt like, listen, I don't care who the GM was. He's not mad at the Nick Caserio hire. He's mad at the fact that he was not informed or even asked to give input. And I completely side by Deshaun Watson on that. And on top of that, he wanted them to go out and at least interview Eric Bieniemy, and I think that would be a match made in heaven. Deshaun Watson to be coached up by Eric Bieniemy and have that offense run by a disciple of Andy Reid, I thought that would have been amazing. So
that's a good fit.
Get the hell out of there, bro. Get the hell. You need to go somewhere else. I've heard the Miami trade talks, and damn, it sounds. If I'm Miami, I take it.
No. Why is everybody giving up on Tua so early, bro? It's just his rookie year.
No. Here's the thing. I'm not giving up on Tua. But if you're given the opportunity where Deshaun Watson wants to play for you, your team is already ahead of schedule in their rebuilding process to go out there and develop another quarterback. I think Tua is a good quarterback. He's going to be good in the NFL. But if you're thinking from the team standpoint, not Tua, you're thinking about the team. You would want Deshaun Watson. Your team is in win now mode already. Nobody thought it, but they are. They're
They are.
if you add Deshaun Watson in there and another wide receiver piece, maybe another running back as well, that team is going to that team's going to dominate. Okay, especially that he stays in the AFC as well. He's played these teams multiple times. You know, he stays in the conference. I think Houston trading Deshaun Watson to Miami is the best fit for Miami, but that would be stupid for Houston to do. Stupid for Houston to do. I know Tua is good, but I don't know what you want. You're gonna have to trade. If you receive Tua, you'll get your first round pick back. I would assume, right? You get your first round pick back, that third overall pick. What are you gonna do with that third overall pick? You're gonna draft Devontae Smith that high, Jamar Chase that high.
Yeah, with no quarterback.
Yeah.
And real quick, shout out to Bradley, aka Andrew Thomas, best tackling league. He's gonna be out. Thank you for tuning in, Bradley. Says good night, fellas. Let's go Giants. Let's go Andrew Thomas, the greatest offensive lineman to ever be picked in the top 5. Hopefully that's what it turns out, but he's doing good. And shout out to Jaden Dawkins for the $3 super chat. Thank you, Jaden. He says, what about Watson to the 49ers?
I think that'll be another match made in heaven there.
That could work.
The only reason why Miami talks are rampant right now is because obviously the huge trade for Laramie Tunsil. Everybody feels like Houston should try to get some compensation back for what Bill O'Brien did. And that'd be a good way to do that. And Deshaun Watson has interest in Miami for whatever reason. Is he from Miami? I don't know.
I don't know.
Why the hell would you want, out of everywhere you want to go to Miami?
No, listen. Because Miami is doing it the right way.
They are.
Like what Miami is doing right now feels special. I'm not saying that Miami's getting ready to be a problem, but what they're doing right now feels special. And I 100% legit hope that the New York Football Giants are heading in that same direction because it feels similar. It feels familiar. What Miami is doing is special. And people want to go to an organization that feels special. This feels special,
that, bro. I really hope the Giants become that, where they say, "Yo, I love what this Joe Judge guy is doing." Similar to what I think Deshaun Watson is thinking, with Miami. I love what this Brian Flores is doing. Next year, I want to see guys like Logan Ryan out there recruiting, and then seeing reports, oh, this player, such and such player, wants to go to the Giants because of the culture they're building over there, and because
Well, we already got. We hoping for that this season, right? With Logan Ryan and the recruiting.
Right.
And you know what? It's funny because this actually reminds me of a point that I was going to make when we were talking about the whole GM thing. So let's just briefly talk about BBS's favorite team, the Dallas Cowboys. Okay. Now, let's just say that you guys are two of the top candidates as head coaches, right? Would you think the Dallas Cowboys are an attractive place for you to go coach football?
Right now, no.
Wait, we're a GM candidate? No, we're a coach candidate, you said.
You're a head coach.
Yeah.
You two are the top 2 head coaches in the league. All right?
That's all you.
And Mike McCarthy just got fired just now.
Real quick, shout out to Max Webster because he's been killing it tonight. I love you, Max, for the $10 super chat. He says, love the content, y'all. PTA, you the real MVP for having me on tonight. All love, homie. Hub and KB, have a good night. Time to get some shut-eye. Until next time. And then he used the members-only emoji Giants helmet.
Hell yeah.
Thank you so much, Max. Have a good one, bro.
Thank you very much, brother.
Salute. Yeah.
So okay, yeah. Jerry Jones called both of you and said, hey, come interview for the job, okay? Because McCarthy just got fired just now. Is the Dallas Cowboys a place that you think is attractive for you as a head coach?
You want to start with this, Hubbard?
I'll go. They have some of the best talent over there, but I'm not going because Jerry Jones has too much control for me to be comfortable with doing anything.
What about you, BBS?
I'd say absolutely not, because first of all, they got to start looking for another quarterback this season. I don't want that type of stress.
I completely forgot about the whole Dak Prescott situation. You're right.
Dak ain't staying. And then of course you would have to I don't know if Jerry Jones says no, keep the coaching staff or reset it. But I like Kellen Moore, offensive coordinator. I don't like Dan Quinn.
Yeah, just like I said, right, he has too much control.
Yeah.
Okay. So that brings me to my point, right? Mm-hmm. The biggest reason why the Cowboys are not an attractive team, okay? And we are talking about the the most known franchise on the planet, okay? You have the Yankees, you have the Cowboys. No matter what country you're in, people know what that star is.
Yeah, I don't know why, but they do.
Primetime television games all the time, okay?
Yeah.
Stadium is sold out all the time. You could be a god there if you go and you make that team good. But it's not attractive because of the general manager.
Yeah.
That is how important a general manager that's willing to let you help buy the groceries is. Because Jerry Jones is going to give you the players he wants you to use, not the other way around. Same thing.
That's true.
Same thing with the Washington football team, okay? Now it's a little bit different, right?
Because I think Snyder might be stepping off.
Well, and Ron Rivera in there making decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Ron Rivera's in there, he making decisions. Okay.
Yeah.
So thank God for that Ron Rivera's making the decisions. But prior to that,
Dwayne Haskins is your perfect example.
Two different quarterbacks have been picked for that team early in the draft, and the coach didn't want either one of them. Okay?
Yeah, RG3.
They
didn't want RG3.
This is why it is important to have a general manager who is collaborative with his coaches, because what it does is it builds, first of all, it builds a situation where I'm here because the coach wants me here, not because of the general manager. I'm not being forced on a guy that's going to try to utilize me in the way he wants to utilize me, as opposed to utilizing me for my strengths.
Yeah,
okay? That's the first thing, and that ties into the Miami situation, because you've got a coach there who's got a coaching staff that's developing a culture that's special, and the GM is allowing that coach to influence him as to who he wants. So now, if I'm Deshaun Watson and I'm like, yo, I want to go to Miami because it's special, and the head coach calls me and says, I want you to come be a part of this special shit because you're special too, you want to be there. You want to be there, and you want to go and make that organization great. That's why this stuff is important. And these are things that other people whose names I'm not going to say, who are trashing this general manager and trashing this organization and trashing everything that we're doing. These are things that they're not thinking about. And maybe it's because they've never been in this kind of a situation. Maybe it's because they've never been a part of an organization that's building, or a part of an organization that's trying to win championships, right? I don't know. But what I do know is that in my experience, right, players want to play for organizations that are special, or for programs that are making special things happen. That's why everybody wants to go to Alabama. That's why everybody wants to go to Clemson. That's why everybody wants to go to Notre Dame. That's why everybody wants to go to Georgia or USC. You know what I'm saying? That's why people want to go to these programs, because they're special. There's something special happening there, and they want to be a part of that. Like,
culture.
Period, point blank. Culture.
Winning culture.
A winning culture. People making jokes on Twitter about culture, and I can't help but just shake my head like,
people are like, don't see the C word. I'm like, yo, like, it's actually a thing. It's a thing.
Culture is important.
Yeah.
I am a coach. I coach football.
They apparently do not know what the New England Patriots are, because you can't point to any which draft New England Patriots have had that say, Dan, that's what really won them a Super Bowl. No.
Hey, yo, and here's the thing. It sucks playing for the Patriots. It sucks being on that roster, okay? Because if you're on that roster, we have a winning culture, we have a winning mentality. We're not about the BS. You come here, you work your ass off, you get a ring, and then you leave. That's it. No fun. We're not about fun right now. We're about winning.
No fun, because they don't pay you back too. Once they use you, they throw you off.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So come here, get your ring, and then we're going to get rid of you because we don't need you no more. All right, cool. At least I get a ring, I guess. But it sucks being here. It sucks being here, but it's a winning culture. You think Nick Saban? You think Nick Saban TikToking in a locker room almost cursing? Sorry. You think Nick
Oh,
Saban
we about to get
TikToking
to
in a
that because we
locker
didn't
room?
talk about playoffs and stuff yet.
You
Because you
like,
know who.
so I'm not gonna be here much longer. I'm just gonna throw that out here. But you think Nick Saban is out here TikToking in the locker room? They having fun? They having luau's? No, they're working their asses off because you come to Alabama to win the national championship. Period. Point blank. Like that's what it is. But that doesn't mean that Nick Saban doesn't care about his players. That doesn't mean that Nick Saban is just being an asshole for the sake of being an asshole. But yo, we got a culture here. Come here, buy in, work hard, win championships.
Yep.
Period. Point blank.
Exactly what Brian Flores and Joe Judge are implementing in their teams, man.
Exactly.
Joe Judge is still in the early stages. Brian Flores is there. Wait till next year, man. Wait till this year coming up. Joe Judge is if he's not already in mainstream media because of the culture he's trying to build, he will be this year, man. I'm telling you, he's gonna prove all the doubters wrong.
And PTA, since you brought it up, man, I gotta ask. I know I was very happy. I never had anything against the Steelers that much. In fact, I was kind of against the Browns, but just because of the way that Steelers wide receivers hand themselves and the team as a whole entering that game, I was extremely happy with the outcome of it.
Listen, I'm all about having a good time. I'm all about having fun, but let's go win first and then talk shit. Like let's win first and then we dance.
Check it out. Chase Claypool was still talking smack after he lost.
Did you see that, Pest?
Yeah, I saw that. Hey, let's win the game and then we can talk all the smack.
Right.
Like until then, shut the F up. Shut the F up. Stop talking. Go out there, win the game. And then we can go, hey, you see that scoreboard? That's because we better than you and you suck. We dancing. Yeah. Like that's what you do. You don't dance before the game. You dance after the game when you win. Otherwise, like you look like a fool, like the Pittsburgh Steelers look like right now. Fools. I'll tell you what.
I gotta ask you, when does Mike Tomlin, when does he start taking accountability? Because it's like over the past.
I don't know.
Like over the past 10 years, he's let his star players kind of just do whatever they want.
Remember, Antonio Brown, we found out about Antonio Brown's antics back in 2018, right? But
that has been going on for years.
Yeah, sources say he's been pulling off stuff like that for seasons before we found out.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You win a Super Bowl and you're a god, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, because guess what? He's great in the regular season. He's been terrible in the postseason this decade.
Bad in the postseason. It's funny, man. And maybe it's because I'm a boomer, right? Maybe it's because I'm just too old. I don't know.
I don't even think you're a boomer. What are you, like Gen X?
Yeah. But I'm just using internet slang right now. Maybe it's because I'm a boomer. But like I think I always thought that Juju looked ridiculous. With his dance, I thought the dance looked terrible.
Yo, me and KB are in his generation. We think it looks terrible too.
I like the dance isn't even a good dance. It's not even a good dance. It's a terrible ass dance. Like it's a dance. It's a dance that a kid who can't dance does. Who's trying to dance.
What is all about? I don't know why he's on there.
Like he sees someone who can dance at the club, right? And all the ladies is like pointing at that person that can dance, and then he shows up and goes, "I can dance too."
Like I don't get why him and Chase Claypool got TikToks. Like I could understand their YouTube channels, and usually Juju's YouTube channel is pretty cool because like he spends a lot of his time interacting with fans, and, doing charitable stuff on his YouTube channel. I'm like, why you got the TikTok, bro?
I don't know, man.
I don't know, but hey, listen, fellas, I'm gonna have to hop off. I have now officially been talking 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have now officially been talking for 4 hours. So
is that including the Twitch stream?
No, I was actually hanging out with Fisk Vegas earlier tonight on his channel, and then I did my live, and then I came here afterwards.
I gotta get back on Fisk's channel. I did one live stream with him. I'm gonna try to get back on him. I love Fisk.
Oh man, yeah, listen. Fisk is a good dude. Fisk is a I guess he's a little misunderstood, right? Because he doesn't give an F. But I'm gonna be honest. That's what I like about the dude is that he doesn't care
Fisk is he's hilarious, bro.
Now, I'm a real dude, right? I'm a real dude, and I don't play sides. I don't play favorites with anybody, right? I am always going to be Team PTA first, but I'm that friend that'll tell you that you're an asshole, behind closed doors, to tell you, yo, you was wrong for that, right? So I don't want anybody to ever feel like I defend someone or I don't defend someone, or you know what I'm saying, because that's just not me. I'm a centralist. I'm in the middle. Okay, I need to hear both sides, and then I make my decisions. But I think Fisk is a little misunderstood because he's an asshole, right? Which is okay.
Yeah.
And he doesn't care about how you feel or what your feelings are. And I kind of like him. I kind of like that about him because I'm the same way. Believe it or not, I'm an asshole, and I don't care about your feelings. That's who I am. Okay. So
I gotta say one thing, Joel Yaddo, I am disappointed. This man's commented that a couple of times now. I cannot believe I'm hearing that from you, Joel. My God.
I will not. First of all, I will
My
not.
God, Joel.
I will not do that. I will not do that. All right, Joel, you you're crazy, Joel. No, I'm not doing that. So yeah, that's my take, man. I'm not a. Despite, because it's funny because Fist thought I was one of the nicest dudes in the world, and I was like, bro, me, I'm not a nice guy. I'm just not. I'm a savage.
That's what
I'm
you
a
show
goon.
us.
I'm a savage. I'm a goon. My entire existence is seeing people knock each other's faces off. I'm a guy that yells at children playing football, and that's the reason why I can't be a coach, because I'll be cursing children out. That's just what it is, man. But if your family, right, which I wholeheartedly believe that all of us in the Giants YouTube community are family, whether we disagree or we agree with each other's takes, right? Because some of the people who I said I won't say their names, they're still family. I still consider us all family, right? I'm going to be honest with you guys, and I'm going to tell you guys the truth. And we don't have to agree. Me and BBS don't agree with a lot of stuff, right? And sometimes me and him go back and forth on Twitter, right? But that don't mean nothing. That's still my brother, right? We don't have to agree.
Yeah, we don't gotta agree. That's what I always say, man. Because there's been some people that have been trying to divide the Giants community, and I've been trying to keep us all together. I'm just trying to say even if we don't agree, we still family, and we still, at the end of the day, we're still Giants fans, and whether we're fans of any teams, we're football fans. We're here on this platform for a reason. So
Yeah, Sabrina, I try to be a nice guy, right? But it's a facade. It's an absolute facade,
which makes him even meaner.
Listen, if you knew me in person, I mean, like, I try to be nice to people, right? Because it's the right thing to do, and I'm just a guy that's trying to get by in life. But I have to fight the inner a-hole that's in me, right? Because I'm not always the nicest person. Okay, I'm a terrible friend. I won't call you for months. Okay, but if you call me and say you need my help, I'll give it to you. But I won't talk to you for months.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro. I had to text Pest Merry Christmas.
You know what? Wait a minute. First of all, I threw a whole ass Christmas party on YouTube and hit all y'all up. Okay, I threw a whole ass Christmas party. Right
I know,
before
I wasn't
Christmas.
there.
So that counts. All right, that counts. We did a whole ass Christmas party. By the way, man, that was a hell of a time, man. That Christmas party was fun. I got saucy, but that Christmas party
you got a little in your cups, man.
Listen, I drank a whole bottle of spiked eggnog. It was delicious. I still got another bottle that I was supposed to drink on Christmas, right? But after that live stream, I was like, I ain't touching
Probably
this bottle.
not.
I was like, I'm not touching this bottle of eggnog. It's still sitting with all my other alcohol. I was like, yeah, I think I had enough eggnog for 1 year. So I don't know how long that eggnog is actually good for. I gotta look and see.
Just check
because that may be for next year. I gotta look at the date and see how long it can sit for. Because
Dollar Beer finally pulled up. Look at him.
Dollar Beer's in here.
Pulling up as you're leaving.
You know what, Dollar Beer?
Yeah.
I'm a mod in here.
Oh, what are you about to do? Please don't do anything stupid.
I'm a mod.
What are you about to do, Pest? Pest.
Huh?
Pest, what you
What?
about to do, man?
What you mean?
He's about to make him 50-cent beer.
I can't see if I wish I could change his name, but I can't do that. This
Nah, you
isn't
can't
like
do that.
Discord. I don't want to put you in timeout. That's weak. I don't want to do that.
But then,
I'm gonna let you live, Dollar Beer. I'm gonna let you live today. Today, if you show up on my Twitch stream, your ass is gone. Your ass is going for 500 seconds. If you show up on my Twitch stream.
shout out to Jaden Dawkins for $3 super chat. Thank you, man. He says PTA is a wanted man. I repeat, wanted man, Pest drunk.
I mean, listen, I don't. How drunk was I on that stream? I haven't even went back and watched the replay.
Towards the end, it was
Towards the end, I was
noticeable.
saucy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was definitely noticeable towards the end.
I was saucy.
Because by that point, you already finished the bottle.
Yeah, I was saucy. I was saucy that night. But it was a good time. We had fun. I greatly appreciate y'all coming and rocking with me. All right,
No
so
problem.
yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go. I appreciate all y'all in the chat, man. You guys know how much I appreciate y'all. You guys are awesome. You guys keep being awesome, keep being great, and we're gonna continue to do our thing for you guys, man. So thank y'all. There is no us without y'all. Greatly appreciate y'all. I hope everybody has a good night. BBS, Kush, thank y'all for having me on. It's been a minute. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've been MIA from the Young Guns podcast, but.
Oh, what? My internet just went out, huh? It really be like that, huh?
Over. That's right.
It happened again. My internet just died for like a hot 20 seconds, bro. That was ridiculous.
Did the stream end or?
No, the stream is live. The stream is still live because it's through OBS.
So
but
we just took over. Okay.
But StreamYard died for a second on my end, but we're back.
All right, guys. Again, thank y'all so much. I am going to take this time to plug my Twitch, right? Because I need you guys to come and interact with me on Twitch. I stream at least twice a week, CFM Madden games.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to
gotta get a Madden game going, bro.
I would, man, whenever you want to. I'm going to really quickly just throw the link in the chat.
Yeah, just pop it in there.
Because I really want you guys to come and hang out with me on Twitch. Boom, there's the link. Hey, listen, come over my Twitch channel. Hit the follow button. I will never ask you to subscribe, but if you do subscribe, I greatly appreciate it. But it is the only place that I am able to be monetized right now until I get more stuff on YouTube. Whenever that happens, I'm not really paying attention to it. But I'd really greatly appreciate it if you guys come and hang out with me while I'm playing Madden as the New York Giants, building up a team. So with that being said, man, thank you guys again, and I will get up with y'all later.
Peace, man.
Doses.
All right, Pest.
As Pest is going out, let's switch to the last topic of tonight, man. The NFL playoffs. I guess kind of give your quick recap of it, and then we'll talk a little bit about what's coming up this week.
Quick little. I mean, nothing really to recap that I haven't said already on a different stream. I mean, there were some things that nothing really surprised me. Nothing really came out of the blue besides the Titans and Ravens game. I felt like the Titans would have been more competitive, and they started off nice, but they just died out. Derrick Henry was only held to like 40 yards.
And yes, Joe, we will be streaming games. We're going to be streaming the Saturday night game and the Sunday night game, which is one AFC, one NFC.
Yeah. So, and then looking towards these games, I think I'm pretty much with the consensus on everybody's picks. I mean, on actually Ravens Bills, I'm still torn on, man. I really don't know who I think. I mean, my podcast came out. I don't even know who I chose in that podcast, but I'm probably leaning towards Bills right now. And call me crazy, I'm leaning towards Bills right now. I just don't know how the Bills are gonna react to that Ravens offense. But and then we have Green Bay and Los Angeles, the Rams. Green Bay, I think, is going to take that in the cakewalk, unless they come out and they're just sloppy because they had 2 weeks of rest and they're just a little rusty. Got Green Bay in a landslide. What are the next games? You got Bucks and the Saints, right?
Yeah, Bucks and Saints, which is the Sunday night one, and then Browns Chiefs, which is Sunday
Okay.
afternoon.
Yeah, Sunday. I'll start with Sunday afternoon. The Browns, Chiefs in another landslide, and the Bucks Saints. Man, it's hard for me to take the Saints, man. I
Hmm.
want to take the Saints. It's hard for me though because I mean they swept them this year. The 72-26 was the combined score between these two teams last year. I mean they damn near tripled the amount of points they have on them. The first game was 34-23. The second game 38-3. And the 38-3 game, I think that was Tampa at home. So that's even worse. That being said, I think I'm gonna pick the Bucks, man, just because of Tom Brady's experience. They just have a better roster right now. Drew Brees is just not where he's supposed to be at. I want to take the Bucks. I think I'm gonna take the Bucks.
Yeah, I kind of just
Everything's
bounced.
saying Saints, but
Yeah, kind of bouncing off of that with Rams Packers. I think it's gonna be a really nice game because I love the way that the Rams defense is playing right now, and that's gonna be a great matchup against the Aaron Rodgers. With Aaron Jones and Devontae Adams.
yeah,
Devontae Adams, right? For some
yeah.
reason, his name just like brain farted into my mind.
You know why? Because we're always saying Devontae
Devontae
Smith.
Smith, yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute, Devontae. I'm supposed to say Smith after Devontae, but yeah, Devontae Adams. That's gonna be a great matchup. But I do got Packers in that one. I want the Rams to win because I'm kind of riding with the Rams this postseason, but I think their season stopped short. It's their Ravens Bills. A lot of people are saying Ravens are going to come out on top with this one because they're saying that the Ravens are just going to run all over Buffalo's defense, which has some truth for it. The Ravens are the number one, rushing offense the entire season. Buffalo Bills rushing defense hasn't been great, but one thing people forget was that the Ravens finished the season, I think, as the second worst passing offense in the entire league, 31st overall. And that's the worst by far to make it into the playoffs. And I do think Buffalo is going to take advantage of that. So I got the Bills over there. I also think that their offense is just gonna score too much points for Baltimore to keep up with. Then with Browns Chiefs, kind of the same thing. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are definitely gonna come out of that one. Not much to say there. The Browns might make it a game. And then Tampa Bay, New Orleans. Yeah, I got Tampa Bay as well. Not necessarily because of the thing of the Saints swept them tight twice, and it's hard to beat a team 3 times in a row, in 1 year. But my thing is just that the Saints were extremely inconsistent this year. They lost to teams they should not have lost to, and if Drew Brees playing out there, I mean, I don't got faith in Drew Brees this year. I think he's kind of reached father time, and maybe he's at that cliff that people talk about with quarterbacks. While Brady still looks good, I'm not saying Brady looks like 2008 Brady, but he still looks good. And that Tampa Bay team overall is no joke. I got the Bucks over the Saints as well in that 6:40 p.m. Oh, that's 6:40 p.m. I didn't even notice that. I thought it was like a night game. It's just a late afternoon game, basically.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. So
Yeah.
be able to finish early that game.
Yeah, but yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. We went just a little bit later than we usually with the Young Guns podcast. Shout out to everybody in here. Big shout out to Max Webster, new member in here. I also dropped a big dono. Jaden Dawkins was out here donoing as well. But I thank you all for tuning in. Everybody that was in the chat, you guys were great. That's it for now. KB, any last words, and on we'll end it.
None. Great stream, guys. Appreciate the love, all the support you guys show. Yeah, I'm very excited for this coming up divisional weekend. We'll be streaming those games. I think one will be on my channel, one will be on the Hubs channel. So yeah, excited by that, and thank you guys for tuning in.